What's the point of your existence?
To feel. Because you've never done it, you can never know it. But it's as vital as breath. And without it, without love, without anger, without sorrow, breath is just a clock ticking.
It's not about being happy. That's the thing. I'm just trying to get through each day. I can't keep asking myself, am I happy? Am I happy? It just makes me more miserable.
I always thought you were like Janet, but then here you are with this fucking chicken. So, what's with that, huh?
Forget? After I've seen the outline of my brother's body on the floor, you expect me to forget? I want to kill those sons of bitches. I want to blow their fucking heads off.
I don't like to smile unless I have a reason.
Is life always this hard? Just when you're a kid.
Welcome back to the Skewered Universe Podcast. My name is Jeff.
I'm Leiann.
That's right, Leiann is back, and it is the month of March, so that means Leiann is in charge.
And that's why it's a little late.
Yeah, which is fine. You know, personal stuff happens, things get crazy, hectic.
That's just my life. Always doing things in the nick of time.
I mean, better now than like in September, right?
Why?
So I'm just saying, if you would have put it off until September, I was trying to make it. My joke didn't land.
Womp, womp.
Yeah. Anyway, how have you been, Leiann? You haven't been on in a while.
It's because I hate you, and I hate this podcast, and I hate the audience. I hate Monique. Y'all can suck a bag of dicks. I'm tired of y'all's shit.
See, you say that you hate us all, but then you tell us to suck a bag of dicks, which is the most affectionate term ever.
So intimate. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if you said, give me a kiss, it's like, ugh. Ugh.
Wow. Wow. Kissing me is offensive. Got it. Understood. Duly noted. Wasn't in our vows, but all right.
Oh, I was making a joke about the sex worker thing where they're like, hey, we'll do this, but no kissing.
Oh, so I'm a hooker.
No, okay. You're not. Oh, my. I'm just going to stop talking. Leiann, why don't you tell everybody what you've been up to?
So recently, I thought, you know what? I have this really huge pimple, and I'm just, I can't handle it. I don't want customers to see this biological crime scene. So I went on Amazon to look at trendy pimple patches, because that's the thing now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I found kitty pimple patches. Shut the fuck up. I have kitties on my face during the day. They're supposed to be at night, but I don't want customers seeing this.
Yeah, I get it.
Voluminous mountain.
Biological volcano.
And then I also... Okay, so a lot of women have things for serial killers.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? I'm one of those people. I love crime documentaries, crime movies, all that other stuff. Television shows like 48 Hours, First 48, Dateline, things like that, right? I don't have a love of murder, and I'm not obsessed with murderers. Like some people are. It's okay. I don't judge.
Right.
A little bit. I judge a little bit. That one handsome one, Ted Bundy? Ted Bundy. Fuck Ted Bundy. Oh, well, he's good looking. Oh, he's so dreamy. No.
Some people would take you saying fuck Ted Bundy as a challenge.
Well, isn't he dead? Let's go for his corpse.
I think he is, yeah.
Is he charred? It's probably ash. Anyway, so I actually do have a favorite serial killer.
To tell.
It's Richard Kuklinski. And let me explain why. It's not his fault that he was a murderer, a contract killer. So not only was it in his genetics, with both his mother and his father, but then with his upbringing, because they were both horribly abusive parents. He basically had no chance to be a normal human being. He was set up to be a sociopath. What I like about him is that off to the side, he loved his family. He was very dedicated to his family. He loved his wife. He loved his daughters, loved his family. And I think that is a very rare quality. And you can see through all the documentaries he does, he hates that part of him that is a monster. And he's embarrassed and ashamed because he knows how his loved ones view it.
And he knows that it inflicts pain upon them to know that he's been this other person.
That's his only regret in the end, was that he hurt his family and that he couldn't just be with his family. So anyway, I finally decided to watch the movie, The Iceman.
Okay.
Let's see, I think it's from 2012, so I'm a little late.
Is that the one with Michael Shannon?
Yes.
Okay.
He plays Kuklinski, and he does a very good job.
He's a hell of an actor.
I was very surprised at how well the movie was done. It was pretty accurate. I mean, they had to fit his entire life into this short movie, but they were able to do it, and things came across the appropriate way. Yeah. Winona Ryder, I didn't even realize she was in it. She plays his wife. She plays a really good... Yes, that would be his wife.
Okay.
And in one of the documentaries, his wife says, you know, we're not known as us. We're known as Richard Kuklinski's family.
Mm-hmm.
But now she can say she has a movie about her husband and Winona Ryder plays her.
Yeah.
That's kind of a cool, positive thing to come out of it.
Yeah, you look at the bright side of it.
Oh, well, you know, on the bright side, Winona Ryder played me.
Yeah. I like that you're finding the silver lining in all of that.
I try.
Yeah, I remember that movie coming out, and I didn't realize that it was about Kuklinski, the Iceman.
Yeah.
I didn't realize it.
And I was a little nervous because Ray Liotta was in it, right? And I'm like, for some reason, I felt like it was a low-budget type of movie. And so I was like, fuck, they got Ray Liotta? Is he, like, looking for work now? Like, wow, I'm nervous. I don't want to watch this. And then I watched it, and I was like, no, he was very good in it.
Ray Liotta is one of those guys that it's hit or miss.
Mm-hmm.
And when it's hit, it's like, oh, okay, yeah, you were supposed to be here. When it's missed, you're like, why?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you here? I mean, R.I.P., the man is dead now, but...
The only part of the movie that I was bummed out about was the part... There's... In one of the documentaries where, you know, someone's interviewing him from his prison, they ask him about, like, one of the worst times. And he describes his worst time as this person essentially begging for their life. Mm-hmm. And they say, you know, please God, please God. And so he says, you know what? I'll give you however much time, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever. I'll give you that amount of time. Go ahead and pray, beg to your God, and ask him to stop me from killing you.
Wow.
And he waited, and God never came. That was one thing he felt shame about. So I'm a little bummed that made it into the movie. But then again, he's a killer, so it's not like...
And it's probably meant to show, like, he's talked about this moment. If we put it to film, people can actually kind of get a better idea of what that kind of could look like.
Yeah, but he knew it was fucked up.
Yeah. And
he shouldn't have done it. He said that was one I shouldn't have done. I shouldn't have done it like that.
Oof.
There's a really good interview with, he's a famous psychologist. I forget what his name is off the top of my head. Great interview. He basically just lays his entire personality all out to him. And you can see that he's absolutely fascinated by someone actually nailing his personality and why he is the way he is.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow, I've seen clips of the interviews from the stuff you showed me before, the ones from way back.
Mm-hmm.
And he never comes off as someone like a lot of those other serial killers. Like, he's able to speak in a manner that's not where you're going, well, you're looking at him going, well, how could this guy? And then you hear him describe something, and you're like, oh, yeah, you're like, you're what Dexter wanted to be. Because you're like, I'm the family man, and then it's like, and now I'm a cold-blooded killer.
Yep.
It's fascinating.
Yeah.
Whew.
So I finally watched it. It was good.
I'm going to have to check that out.
Yeah.
Anything else you've been doing?
No.
No?
I don't think so. No.
Okay, I'm just asking because it's been a while since you've been here. Let the people know what you've been doing, that's all. I've been doing a lot of baking recently.
Yeah. I almost guarantee I've gained 5 pounds in the past week.
I'm not exactly baking the best stuff to be eating.
No, it's awful. But you know what? Tonight you made fucking cinnamon rolls for the first time and you nailed it 10 out of 10 and fuck. They're so good and they're huge. Ugh.
Yeah, I didn't know they were going to be that huge. I was trying to get 12 and then... long story short, I think I need to chill the dough before I roll it up and cut it. Because this was very much like squishing as I was cutting it. And I need to get dental floss. But yeah, we have a bread machine and I was like, you know what? I'm just going to start using it because it hardly ever got used. It was maybe used twice before I started to use it.
Yeah, and you started making rolls. You made hamburger buns. You put hot dogs in there, like.
Yeah, I was making hot dog buns, but I encased the hot dogs in the bun. So then while the buns were baking, the hot dog was cooking inside with cheese, which turned out really good. I mean, none of this stuff is good for you. The only thing that's better is that there's not a lot of, like, preservatives and bullshit in them. Like, 90 pounds of corn syrup and whatever other preservatives they use to keep Keith Richards alive and shit. But yeah, it's been interesting. I mean, I made cookies, chocolate chip cookies.
Delicious.
Which, I'm going to say right now, for anyone out there who makes them by hand all the time and creams the butter and sugar, more power to you, because that shit is fucking tiring and hard as fuck.
It's worth it, though. It makes a difference.
Ooh. Well, next time I'm using the stand mixer, because we have it. And I'm probably going to be making the double batch, because you realize one batch for chocolate chip cookies does not make a lot.
Mm-mm.
Especially when they're good. People tend to eat them quick.
Mm-hmm.
Aside from that, I haven't been doing a whole lot else. I've been playing some video games, getting pissed off at people on the internet because, especially the IWC, which is the Internet Wrestling Community. And I want to touch on something real quick, because a few weeks ago, the wrestler Ricochet in AEW, he has a tendency to go on Twitter and he'll kind of clap back at people when they say stupid stuff. Well, somebody said something, and this person, turns out she has MS, and he tweeted back, "I'm glad you have MS." Internet blew up. He went, made an apology, and you could tell by the way it was put out that he meant it. Now, I'm not excusing what he said. Do I think he should take, like, sensitivity training, something? For sure. But there is another side to this. He and his wife constantly get harassed online. Constantly. When his wife left WWE, she was getting all sorts of comments and threats and this and that. And then after Ricochet made that comment, despite apologizing, they were receiving death threats. So bottom line, I'm going to say this, and I posted it on Threads and Blue Sky. If you're someone who gets so upset and you have to make death threats to somebody online, maybe look inward, go touch some fucking grass, stop being a fucking moron, and I don't know, maybe, I'm not going to say kill yourself because that is wrong. What I'm going to say is maybe punch yourself in the face. Come back to reality, because making death threats is not cool, you fucking losers. Anyway. That's what I've been
Don't
up to.
make violent threats, or else I'm gonna violently threaten you.
It just pisses me off. Like, their immediate reaction is, "Yeah, there's gonna be bloodshed, you stupid bitch. Baby, we're gonna find you, and we're gonna do." It's like, really? Okay, how would you feel if somebody was messaging your significant other like that, or messaging you with those threats? Well, that wouldn't happen. Okay, yeah. Keyboard warriors are tough talk, and then if they get confronted. Anyway, on a positive note, we're watching a movie tonight. This was your choice.
Yeah.
We're just going to segue into that because I don't want to go off on another tangent here.
We're supposed to be having a good time.
Yeah, and I think we're going to have a good time with this.
We're definitely going to have a good time.
So why don't you tell everybody what the movie is that you chose for your birthday month, Leiann?
It's that one with, that guy he was in Get Out and others. And this one is something about sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you. We got there.
I'm just out here surviving. And what I'm doing right now won't even matter.
Oh, baby, it will always matter.
thought you said you fixed that.
Get a room! I got a room, mother... Hey, Cash, how much longer I gotta wait for my money?
God made this land for all of us. Greedy people like you want to hog it to yourself and your family. And
Me and my family?
yeah.
Cassius, I'm your f***ing uncle. I just really need a job.
40 on 2.
This is telemarketing. Stick to the script.
Hey, hello. Mr. Davison, Cassius Green here. Sorry to bother.
Let me give you a tip. You want to make some money here? Use your white voice.
My white voice.
I'm not talking about Will Smith's wife, like this young blood.
Hey, Mr. Kramer. This is Langston from Regal View.
As always, we'll be getting that out to you right away.
You're doing so good with the voice thing.
Holla, 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 holla!
Oh, yeah! All right! Hell yeah! You're going upstairs, power caller. They even have their own elevator.
Welcome, Power Caller. I hope you did not masturbate today. We need you sharp and ready to go.
I'm Bootrally, they murky, yeah. Gon' hit you, poppin' like Percocet. Got picked up, banger ain't surface yet. Two-steppin' like the boss, this person check.
I got promoted. I'm a power caller.
What do they sell?
They're not selling it, but we selling.
No, there's no amount of money to make me do that.
Here's the starting salary. Well, man, I'm gonna have to get me some new suits.
Whatever I wear, know I'm here to be clear.
It is morally emaciated. I can't ride with you.
I'm doing something that I'm really good at.
Cash, I'm gonna make you a proposal. I can see that you want to say no, but I wouldn't do that before you see what I'm offering. Cash, you are awesome.
Oh, yeah! All right!
Some for the homies and some for me!
Hell yeah! That's tight!
Sorry, I realized I left the remote and the screen was on screensaver, and I knew you were like, oh shit, I forgot. I know what movie it is, but I'm drawing a blank on the name, so I apologize for putting you on the spot like that.
No, it's okay. It makes for good content.
But yeah, Lakeith Stanfield.
Stanfield.
I think that's actually wrong. I don't know. I thought it was Lakeith Stansfield, but I guess it's Stanfield. Either way, the guy's a hell of an actor.
He is a cutie patootie.
He's a good-looking cat.
He's so handsome.
Even with a bandage on his head, it's like, yeah, you're still a handsome dude. Yeah, there's a cast of people. I mean, Tessa Thompson, Terry Crews, Danny Glover, Stephen Yeun.
And this is not including vocal actors.
Right.
Which when I first watched this, so I've only seen it once, and I watched bits throughout, so I haven't seen it all together at once.
Right.
I'm the type of person, I don't look at descriptions when I put movies on. I just kind of wing it and hope for the best.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did with this. No clue what I was in for, and once I heard What's-His-Face's voice...
Patton Oswalt?
No.
Oh, it was the other... Oh, I don't remember who it was now, because you told me who it was.
He was in Men in Black. He was the guy that knew there were aliens, and him and his girlfriend, and they were like, yeah, we got this tape. And then they were like, we need to see the tape. And the tape was like, in there. Balding comedian wears glasses. Arrested Development?
Yeah, David Cross.
David Cross, thank you.
It took me a second, because I'm like, I was trying to place it, and then I'm like, oh, the morgue attendant. Killing the bugs, and then, yeah.
I'm on a roll tonight. You're welcome.
It's fine. We're doing this, and I am pushing myself to get all the energy out. So after this, I'm going to crash the fuck out.
Good.
So,
in an alternate present-day version of Oakland, telemarketer Cassius Green discovers a magical key to professional success, propelling him into a universe of greed. That is a horrible description. You know nothing except that he's a telemarketer.
I think that ultimately works in its favor.
I think so.
Because if there is anything where you're like, I didn't expect that,
yeah,
it works better. If they laid everything out,
or even
it's why I didn't watch any.
Yeah.
I remember seeing some trailers for this, and they didn't really tell a whole lot.
That's the way to go.
And I was like, okay. And I knew I was going to check this out at some point. But then after some of the things you told me about this, I was like, huh, okay. It makes sense.
I didn't understand that it was a comedy until like a quarter of the way through. I was so confused.
That's fair. There's a lot of movies now where they're like, it's comedy, and you're like, when does that come in?
It's a sci-fi comedy.
Yeah.
Because this stuff kind of hits right away, and I'm like social commentary, and I'm like, that is smacking me in the face. What is this being serious? Is it supposed to be funny? Because I'm fucking cracking up. Thankfully, it is a comedy. Whew. And when I heard David Cross, I lost my fucking shit.
I think it helps too if there is, like you said, that social aspect and kind of laying out how things are for people who maybe don't see it that way. Doing it in the aspect of comedy is kind of the same as doing it in the aspect of horror. You're going to get people to pay attention and they're going to walk away going, oh, huh. So yeah, I think ultimately we're going to have some fun with this one.
Yes.
All right, so what do you say? Do we do this interstitial style?
What are interstellar interstitials? This is a rather different movie review format where Jeff and Leiann will pick a movie that neither of them have seen or at least one of them has not seen. Then, they will watch the movie in real time, breaking every 15 minutes to give their thoughts on the movie to that point. At the conclusion of the film, they will give their final thoughts, recommendations, ratings, and discuss any interesting information about the movie in general. Now back to your regularly scheduled podcast already in progress.
I could tell you were waiting. All right, so we're going to get started watching this movie, and we will be right back to talk to you guys in a few.
It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. Ice cream, candy, lemonade too. And there's a hot dog waiting for you. The popcorn's popping and it's ready to go. You know all the great food is stealing the show. Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar.
Pardon me, boy.
Yeah, baby.
Will you take me to the snack bar?
You know what I like. Everything's ready when the first meal's over. There's nothing like a pizza with a ice cold cola. Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. It's intermission, it's intermission. Get up out your seat and get yourself a tasty treat down at the snack bar. Snack bar. It's intermission.
All right, so we have watched 15 minutes of Sorry to Bother You.
Mm-hmm.
And they're getting right to it.
Yeah.
We meet Cassius. He's applying for a job.
Desperate for a job.
Talking about he was Employee of the Month at this bank.
He brought his trophy with him. He brought his Employee of the Month plaque.
Yeah, to show off. And meanwhile, turns out the guy who's there to hire him, it's like, I worked at the bank you're talking at, and you weren't fucking there.
By the way, your reference, maybe it shouldn't have been your friend that also applied for this job.
Yeah, but he gets hired anyway, because it's telemarketing. He says, we're not mapping the fucking human genome here. So he's like, look, you just have to stick to the script, make calls, make sales, that's it. Come in tomorrow, be happy, and do your job.
Yeah, when he's talking to his girlfriend, he's like, you ever think about dying? Like dying in an accident, or like dying when you're 90, and then your kids are going to die, and then their kids are going to die, and everybody's going to die, and nothing's going to have mattered, nobody's going to know what I've done, it's not going to matter.
The existential dread is real.
Like, yeah, I identify with that 100% all the time, all day, every day.
He's just like, what does it matter what we do now? And she's like, she's very much like live in the moment. And he's like, okay, but this moment eventually isn't going to matter because I'm going to be dead. You're going to be dead. Everyone's going to be dead. The sun's going to blow up. The earth isn't going to survive.
It doesn't help that he's basically super financially strapped. He's living in his uncle's garage. He's borrowing his uncle's car.
That barely fucking gets by.
And you can tell he got that car from some sort of...
It looks like it was got from
lean sale.
Lean sale, police auction, something.
And then when I first watched this movie, when I saw Cassius's hair, I thought, man, why would they give him such awful hair? And I had forgotten until I watched it. And we're watching it now. And then I see fucking Terry Crews has hair. And I'm like, oh my God, I forgot the hair.
It is so ridiculous to see Terry Crews with hair.
Turns out the hair's a thing, so I forgot. But when I was first watching it, I'm like, is this like the hair is hilarious? Is it supposed to be funny?
But this movie has a very clever way of approaching the telemarketing when Cassius gets to work the next day.
It like pops him into their house.
Yeah. He starts making these calls. He's dropping into their house, looking at them, going through his script, getting hung up on.
Some people are eating dinner, hangs up on him.
Yeah, one couple is getting it on the couch.
And hangs up on him.
Yep.
This one woman is riddled with grief because her husband and the health issues and medical bills and... Click.
You can tell he's frustrated because he can't figure out how to keep these people on the phone.
And wouldn't you know, he's got a guy in the next cubicle who has words of wisdom.
Yeah. Danny Glover, of all people, was telling him, like, you gotta use your white voice.
And he's like, I don't really have a white voice. Like, dude, I don't do that. And he's like, yeah, you do.
It's like, you know, when you get pulled over by the cops, and he's like, no, I just use my regular voice, but like, back the fuck up off the car. It's like, what the fuck?
He's gonna say, when I first watched it, I was like, that's fucking hilarious.
And then Danny Glover's telling him, like, no, you have to, like, basically tells him, you have to call them and not really have a care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they need to feel that when you hang up off this call, you're going to go drive off in your Ferrari. You don't need this money.
Mm-hmm.
That you have to make them believe you don't really care. But they have to feel comfortable at the same time. And then he starts to show Cassius his white voice, which is extremely white.
And that's basically where we left off right now. But we forgot to mention that him and his girlfriend are, when they're in bed, they're watching TV as well.
Mm-hmm.
And it's this...
It's an ad for this thing called Worry Free.
Yeah.
Where they're like, you can come live at our complex and you'll have a job and a home for life and we'll feed you.
They feed you sludge and, yeah. You live in bunk beds.
They say that it's like, you know, the best place to go because everything is, you know, you'll be living worry free. You won't have to worry about anything. You know, too good to be true.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of weird.
Definitely has nothing to do with human genomes.
Yeah. But yeah, this is very interesting so far.
Yeah.
I mean, even you can tell he's just trying to get by. He's just wanting to make money.
He wants to make a difference in the world.
Mm-hmm. And he can't do that if he's just kind of living off everybody else.
Yeah.
He wants to make his own way.
He wants to stop struggling and start feeling important.
Yeah. And on his first day at this telemarketing job, the person that took him to his desk told him, like, you're going to make so many calls and maybe you can reach the level of the power caller.
And he's like, what's that? And he's like, oh, they're the big guys upstairs. They even got their own elevator. And he's like, yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, in the lobby there is this, like, solid gold door elevator.
Really pretty.
Really intricately designed carving, etchings in it. It's like...
My favorite part is the inside of the elevator.
Oh. Well, I guess we're going to get there at some point. So what do you say? Should we jump back in? Continue on?
Get to it.
All right, and we'll be right back.
It's intermission time. Time for refreshment. During the next 10 minutes, you're invited to visit the refreshment stand, where you'll be greeted with fast, friendly service. You'll find hot dogs, juicy hamburgers, and mouth-watering delicious pizza. There are refreshing hot and cold beverages, ice-cold cola, and orange drink. Goes great with an order of crispy French fries. Then there's a wide selection of your favorite candies and other delicious snacks. And there's always a fresh batch of hot buttered popcorn to go with the rest of the show. So visit the refreshment stand now during this 10-minute intermission and add to your enjoyment of the movie. We're happy to have you with us tonight and hope you'll come back often.
All right, 15 more minutes into Sorry to Bother You. And
shit is out of control.
People are dead.
Everyone's dead. Everyone's dying. Oh my god.
Dogs and cats are fucking each other in the streets. I don't know what's... No. No, we're just seeing more of...
him learning how to use his white voice.
Yeah. Cash is learning how to use his white voice, but there's something I noticed and I really like it. Up until the point where he started gaining more confidence, his posture... He was always slumped over and very hunched and almost like he was trying to not be seen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, if I just don't be seen, keep my head down, do what I gotta do, maybe I can make some headway. But, they're having, a pep talk at work?
Mm-hmm.
And
awful.
One guy is using metaphors that are completely just
off the wall.
Even the manager was
Don't
like,
make sense.
I don't think these metaphors were cleared for this pep rally. And then they get a new manager who comes in, but she's not really a manager. She's a team leader, and they're a family. She doesn't see him as subordinate.
She has bouncy hair and a bouncy attitude.
And this whole time, people are just looking like, can we just get back to work? And Cassius is, hunched over the cubicle wall and asks, okay, so does you coming in mean we're going to get paid? And she's like, no. It's like, you fucking bitch. So... he's there, he's trying to get a coffee, and one of the other guys named Squeeze, who works there, is talking to him. Tell him about a group of them want to get together and start, making changes so they can get paid more and this and that. He goes, come out with me tonight, have a drink on me, and we'll talk more about it. So as they're doing that, they go and pick up his girlfriend, Detroit. They get to the bar, and they're talking. I don't exactly remember. This is when... Oh, he gets up to give a toast, because they're all talking about everything, and Cassius goes, we have a toast. And he hits the white voice.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all just looking at him like, wait, what the fuck?
They're like, ew, what the fuck?
And they're like, how'd you do that? He goes, oh, old guy at work told me how I need to do that. Guess I'm a natural at it. So then, cut to the next day, he's just calling people, and they're showing again where... he's inside the person's house talking to them, but it's David Cross's voice. Mm-hmm. So it's this whole, connecting on the white level with this voice, doing this whole thing, and he's been just sale after sale after sale.
Mm-hmm.
He's getting recognized to be a power caller, and he might be going upstairs soon.
Right now, his car, his windshield wipers are powered by the people.
There's string tied to them.
The literal people.
Each side of the car have to pull them back and forth. They don't work for shit.
No.
So you can tell, the blades have never been changed on these things, but at least they're operating somehow. But yeah, it's interesting to see, because now he's making this headway, and he's now they're back at the bar after another day at work. Detroit is now working at the same place. They're all hanging out.
What are they seeing on the TV?
There's this popular show on TV called I Got the Shit Kicked Out of Me, where it's just literally people getting punched in the face and shit.
What does it remind you of?
It reminds me of Ow My Balls from Idiocracy. That's exactly what it reminds me. It's just people getting beat the fuck up. They're looking at the TV at the bar, and there's a woman who just keeps getting punched in the face. Her face is all bloody. And, the guy hitting her just, turns to the TV wearing, sunglasses and, giving, a thumbs up and a shit-eating grin. I'm like, what the fuck? It's just so
Danny Glover's
fucking
wearing
crazy.
His t-shirt.
Danny Glover loves it. He's wearing the t-shirt. He's like, I love seeing a motherfucker get their ass kicked. It's like, what the fuck?
Makes me all warm inside. Me too.
And it's just, now this is where we're seeing, them just talking at the bar, talking about the TV show and work, and discussing about why Danny Glover's character isn't out on the dance floor. He's like, I'm too old for that shit. Now you gotta dislocate a shoulder to dance and this and that. Yeah, Cassius is really kind of coming to his own here. Despite the fact that Squeeze was telling him the power caller stuff that they keep talking about is bullshit. That it's all a scam. just to try and get you to do more. But, yeah, he's making some headway. Do you have anything you want to add here?
No.
No?
No. Things haven't gotten good yet.
They're interesting when we're seeing like how he's using his white voice, but it's not to where things are going to get to, I'm assuming is what you mean.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what do you say we jump back in?
Let's keep talking.
All right.
Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
All right, so we're back after another 15 minutes. As we do, things are picking up a little bit. One thing we forgot to mention is we talked about the Worry-Free Company and all that stuff that they talked about, but there's a protester group called the Left Eyes who are vehemently against what Worry-Free does, trying to call them out for their evil shenanigans, calling them basically slavery with a new face.
Well,
so that's kind of an underlying...
It's not that we forgot about it. It's just that it hasn't developed yet.
No, but
now
we didn't...
That it's
yeah, but
developed.
we hadn't mentioned it before, so...
It wasn't important. Now it is.
And now we're seeing the telemarketers have decided they're going to create a work stoppage. They want to form a union, so they've all organized. They're going to stop and get the attention of Regal View. So we see this play out. Telemarketers are on a call. Squeeze stands up, says his thing. Everybody starts chanting, "Fuck Regal View." And he even told me, he goes, they're going to start calling us in one by one. They're probably going to try and fire us. We stand together.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they see Cassius. We see Cassius is in the office.
Yep, it's his turn. And immediately he's like, I already know. You're going to try and fire me. And you're going to try and do this, that. And they're just laughing at him.
And they say, get your shit and get the fuck out. And he goes, fine, well, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. They're like, no, you're paranoid. You got the promotion. You're a power caller. You're going upstairs.
Mm-hmm.
So, and he's like, wait, what? They're like, yeah, you're up to the big leagues. They think you're A1 material. They want you up there. And that woman whose name is, I think her name was it Diana? She said Debauchery, but her last name is actually Debauchery, which got called out, and she's like, yeah, but it's not. She pops open a bottle of champagne, and they're celebrating. So the next day, he shows up in a suit, and he's getting ready to go in that elevator. He's getting hit on by his former manager, Diana. Like, oh, your pink shirt is so sexy. And, 35% of men who wear pink can start their own franchise and this and that. Elevator opens. Super nice elevator. Like, holy shit. I see why you're like... It took her like 5 minutes to punch in the security code. Just punch numbers on this pad. And he even looks at her and goes, you need some help with that?
Very scared.
Then he finally gets upstairs. Elevator lets him off. And he's approached by this guy we've seen.
There's a voice in the elevator.
Oh, yeah. First there's a voice in the elevator welcoming him as a power caller. It's in this intro, he's like, okay. And then it goes, you're at your sexual prime. And he's like, does it do that all the time?
It's totally like hyping him up.
Yeah.
Making him feel dominant. Alpha.
And now this is when the elevator doors are open, and he sees the person he's been seeing down by the elevator, another black gentleman, who walks up with Patton Oswalt's voice and makes sure to tell him, he goes, remember, white voice only up here. So they're conversing, and he's telling them what they do up there. They're basically, what it boils down to is this upper level sells the workers from Worry-Free to different places for cheap labor.
Yeah.
Slavery. That benefits a certain group of people.
It is more complicated than that, but yes.
Yeah.
Slavery.
I mean, essentially they're saying firepower, manpower. They're like, when there's a drone that hits Pakistan, who do you think makes that call? And why is it at dinner time? That's us. It's like, okay. And you see Cassius has a little bit of conflict. He's like, I don't know. They're like, here's the starting salary. Immediately white voice, like, okay, I can do this.
I guess I'm going to need to buy more suits. He's like, you're going to stay late tonight. You got a lot of work to do. And so he does. He stays late. But while he's working, his girlfriend is chatting it up with somebody.
Yeah. But before that, we've been seeing these billboards and stuff around town for worry-free, and we see them how they look normally, and then we see them vandalized to change the wording to show slavery, and we see this guy come up with, he's got all bags and this stencil he puts up on this worry-free sign, and he starts spray painting, and people come out and are like, get him! Well, as the dude's running away, hat comes off, fake beard comes off, it's Detroit. Mm-hmm. She is a Left Eye activist. Mm-hmm. Which is like, oh, okay, there's a conflict that's going to happen here. Mm-hmm. So now she's out twirling her sign, and Squeeze shows up. And they're getting a little more than just friendly, it seems. I don't know, it came off as like, when she goes, they were talking about the art and how her art, but like he goes places and like organizes unions, and he did it for the sign twirlers in LA. And
he said that's essentially what he does, is he goes from place to place. And if they need help with stuff like that, he helps them.
Yeah.
It seems like he is definitely interested in her.
Yeah, and she's not exactly, like, putting up a stop sign in a way. Because he asks, what's the deal with you and Cass? And she's like, well, he's real. He's not some bougie person. He's real, so yeah. But there's still so much there, like, he's talking about, oh, I haven't seen your art. She goes, well, maybe I need to show you my art. It's like,
I thought she said, I'm not going to show you my art.
Maybe that's what she said. I was trying to figure everything out. I was also trying to read her earrings. Because the earrings keep changing.
Yeah, she makes her own earrings.
And I like the little touch she got called out, because she's always complimented. There was like, oh, hey, nice earrings. Mm-hmm. And she's like, oh, I made them myself. And there's one night they're all hanging out after being at the bar, and somebody compliments her earrings, and Cash looks at her and goes, I didn't know you changed your earrings. So it's like a really weird thing. He's like, what the fuck? There are so many little things in this. Like, when he's getting told about the promotion, he sees the high school football players that he went to school with, who are still just working at the furniture store and playing football, trying to hype him up to take the job. Nah, I forget. Where did we pause this? I didn't grab the remote, so I can't see where we're at. While there's not a lot happening, there's still a lot happening. Ah, yes. He goes to...
He shows
up late. She's at her
studio
doing more of her art.
And she is upset because he's fucking late. She's like, tell me there was an accident. Tell me something happened. What the fuck?
Yeah, you left me on the corner for an hour. Mm-hmm. And immediately you can tell when he walks in, his posture has changed where he's more confident, but as soon as he walks in here with her, he's a little hunched over again. You can tell he's like not wanting to be confrontational. So it's interesting so far. I'm looking forward to see where all this leads, because it seems like it's gonna go fucking batshit.
It seems like we kind of see 3 of her pieces in the frame, and it looks like they're all shaped like Africa.
Yeah.
With very vibrant colors.
Good call, because I was trying to figure out, that's a good... I don't know if that's going to play into anything, but that's a good notice there. So yeah, things are moving along, so I think we should just jump back in.
Yeah.
And we'll be back in a few.
Yeah.
Now listen, now listen, now listen. I'm the Dairy Queen, won't you come with me along the milkshake way? I've got lots of good surprises, fresh and yummy for you every day. There are malts and shakes and sundaes too, whenever you stop. And of course your very, very favorite, the cone with the curl on top.
You don't have to just dream about Dairy Queen. Your favorite Dairy Queen treat is a refreshing reality at your nearest Dairy Queen store.
Oh boy, things are getting interesting.
Tell us about it.
So, where we left off was Cassius had shown up to the studio for Detroit.
Late.
She got on him about it. It was like, hey, well, here's why. Tells her, I got a promotion. And she's like, okay, well, she starts
talking about her art and all the stuff, and he is not paying attention.
He's just wanting to smoke some weed. He's had a long day. So he finally gets to hit it, and then is like, okay, I've been listening, and they just sit down, and they're having their thing. And he is... Cassius, he was going to work the next day, right? And they were all the other workers that he used to work with.
Mm.
All the other telemarketers are out there getting ready to go in. They're hyping themselves up. And he's walking by and they're like, hey, where have you been? He's like, what do you mean? I'm a power caller. So, like, we were supposed to do this as a team. He's like, yeah, well, I'm on the sidelines rooting for you.
Mm-hmm.
And then him and his buddy Sal have the funniest argument. Just going back and forth like, hope you have a good day. Well, I hope you have a better week. Well, yeah, well, I hope your month is fantastic. You get all. I hope you have a spectacular year.
You smell good. You smell good.
What's that? Burberry? What about you? My deodorant? Like, two good smelling brothers.
Maybe we should hang out. Get drinks. Maybe 2. How about 3, 4, 5? All the drinks.
And Cassius goes inside, and we see that he's excelling.
Mm-hmm.
He gets in the elevator, punches in the crazy... Oh, before he even gets up there, he gets in the elevator, punches in the code.
You keep wanting to skip over the
elevator parts are so good. And the voice greets him, good morning, Cassius Green. We hope you didn't masturbate today. We need you sharp. I'm only... And she says, you're someone who tells others to hold their penis while you piss on their dreams or something. Like, you're too good to be them. You want them to hold your dick while you're peeing.
And like, something like, I may be a computer, but I really wish I could massage that big brain of yours.
Yeah, he's just like,
okay.
And then this is where we see he's excelling. He makes a phone call to a guy in Japan.
$5 million deal.
Yeah. Right off the bat. He's good. And then things start to get a little more crazy because he tells his boss, he's like, okay, so if I made such a good deal, I'm in a financial bind. I need an advance. I'm going to need some money up front now.
Mm-hmm.
He gets it. He goes back to his uncle's house, drops an envelope of cash in front of him. Uncle's excited because now he can keep his home.
He upgraded his car.
No
longer lives in the garage.
Nope. He and Detroit go to this apartment, and then we slowly see.
You can tell that. So in the beginning, we see some city shots, and we see this one shot of this building that's like. There's also one in, I think, in New York, where like a building that kind of splits streets.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It seems like he's kind of in that building from the way the lights are and the windows are.
Mm-hmm.
Because it seems like it's a long, thin penthouse apartment.
Yeah. What I like, though, is we see the progression. So they're showing that a little bit of time has passed by showing things in... Because obviously they went from the garage to an apartment.
Mm-hmm.
They upgraded. But then you see things like the TV splits and it becomes a flat screen. And the lamps are changing. And the sheets are changing. The bed's changing.
Mm-hmm.
We see them making out, and then they pull out from the bed, and we see, like you mentioned, this, like, luxury penthouse.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, okay, he's doing well for himself. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Turns on the TV. He sees...
the protest. He's basically switching between 3 channels. The news, which is covering the protests.
Mm-hmm.
The
game show.
Yeah.
And then the funniest one was NTV Spots, which was a spoof of MTV Cribs, where they're in one of the worry-free living facilities.
Yeah.
This guy's like, yeah, look at how we are. He's a whole puncher. It's like, yeah, and after a hard-ass day, we come back and we get our grub on.
He grabs a spoonful of someone else's food who happens to be in the bottom bunk of one of the beds.
And she's just looking at him like, what the fuck are you doing? What is going on?
But she's got this weird, awkward smile on her face. Like, okay, the cameras are here, but
I don't know what's happening.
I don't know what's happening.
And then he's flipping back to the game show, and somebody's getting beat with a fish, and then talking about, what did they say? Something about something with piss isn't that bad?
I don't remember.
It went so quick, and I was just like, wait, what?
Drowning in a vat of piss, maybe?
Something like that. So he's doing that. He goes back and sees the strike. And it's gotten bigger because now other telemarketers have joined them. Students from universities have joined them. It has become a big movement.
Mm-hmm.
They hang on that for a while. He watches that for a while, turns the TV off, and then he and Detroit start conversing.
Basically, he did his white voice, and she said, that's creepy, stop it. And he was like, I didn't even realize I was doing it. And she's like, yeah, that's a problem. And they start bickering about how he's basically selling out.
Mm-hmm.
And they start full-blown fighting.
Yeah, she said, you abandon your friends, you're a scab, you're a sellout.
Mm-hmm.
And he basically turned it on her and was like, I did this to be more interesting for you. I've got you all this. Well, but fuck you anyway.
Even
and she's like...
none of that was about her.
Yeah. It's... Yeah, and she told him, she goes, if you go back to work today, we're done.
Mm-hmm.
And he went.
Without hesitation.
Yeah. Mind you, he's having to be escorted into the building by armed security who's just beating the fuck out of people. Out of these protesters and strikers that are out there.
But, you know, as he's getting escorted in, because things are so crazy, the crowd is chaotic. There's a lot of people. He winds up getting hit. I think it was with a can.
It was a can of Coke. Somebody said, have a cola and a smile, bitch. So then we cut to, we're inside the building, we're seeing his boss, Mr. Beep, because we don't know his name.
Don't call me Mr. Beep, call me Beep.
We're hearing Cassius talking, he's got somebody else on the line, he's closing a deal. Then we see him, he's got his forehead bandaged up, you can see the bloody spot that's there.
You can tell he doesn't feel good, he's probably got a wicked headache.
Mm-hmm. And I think that's where we're at right now.
The photo he keeps putting up changes.
Oh, yeah. There's this photo that he carries. I think it might be of his dad in front of a car, and it keeps changing. So if you watch it, it's usually just his dad standing next to this really nice old car, like a Mustang or something. And I noticed when they were doing the first strike, when he was part of the first group of telemarketers, they stood up and raised their fists. Mm-hmm. They cut to the picture, and the picture also had his fists raised.
Oh, okay.
And then there's been other things subtly where when Cassius is like starting to do things that maybe, you know, starting to do the white voice more and abandon his friends, it's like holding its head down in shame, looking at him funny. There's certain things that's like, oh, okay. It's just these little things that happen. This is really good.
It's gonna get better.
It's starting to kick up into a different gear, so I think we just jump back in.
When he looks for the bathroom, that's when things
Oh. Okay, that said, I think, what I was gonna say is I think we should just jump back in.
Yeah, he's not feeling good. Maybe he needs to go to the bathroom.
Maybe. I mean, that's where we're at right now, is he's not feeling good. He's got a bandage on his head, so we're gonna jump back to it, and you guys listen to this.
Hiya, hiya, hiya. They're shrimply delicious. Hiya, hiya, hiya. You'll go for that mouth-watering, taste-tempting, meaty shrimp mixture all wrapped up in a crispy noodle jacket. It's a treat you can't beat. So come on, join the folks that are getting fresh, crispy Flavo shrimp rolls now at the snack bar. They're shrimply delicious.
Oh, things are getting even more interesting.
It's so boring, I'm falling asleep.
And things are really starting to pick up now.
Yeah, so he went to what's-her-face's
He went to Detroit's art show.
Yeah, her performance. Which he didn't realize it would be a performance.
Yeah, he figured it was just her showing off her Africa pieces. Nope.
And she was like, I don't want you here. Go the fuck to your party, okay? And he's like, I said I would be here, okay? This means something to me. I'm proud of you, or whatever.
Yeah.
And she's like, hang on, I gotta do my performance real quick. And he's like, what? Sure enough, she gets up on stage.
Tells everybody there are bins.
In a voice.
She's using the white voice. In her white voice, tells them there are bins with broken cell phones, spent bullet casings, and water balloons filled with sheep's blood.
Yeah.
Proceeds to tell them that one of the minerals that makes cell phones work is from the African Congo, and it has created war and famine and all this stuff. She says, so
and her artwork were pieces of Africa, by the way.
Yeah. So her performance art was, she's going to recite a monologue from the movie The Last Dragon. And if the people in the audience feel like they want to throw things at her, they can.
She's like, let the performance begin.
And she just keeps reciting this monologue over and over.
And finally, someone takes a phone and wallops her in the head.
Hits her in the face. And then she's getting pelted with bullet casings. She's getting hit with water balloons. And Cash shows up. He's like, hey, knock it off. Stop it. What are you doing? She's like, this is my art. Why don't you just leave? You got somewhere else to be, right? And he leaves.
She gets back up and she goes, okay, let's start the performance again. And then she puts on a helmet.
Proceeds to get hit with more water balloons.
He leaves to go to the meeting.
Yeah. And we see at the end of the performance, she's cleaning up, telling people goodbye, and Squeeze is there.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, so what'd you think? He goes, oh, it was fiery. She's like, the fuck do you mean fiery?
And let's add that when he arrived, he was throwing the same bullshit lines that Cassius was, and she was totally fallen for it.
Yeah, she was eating it up.
He's like, of course I wouldn't miss this for the world. And so afterward, he's cleaning up with a fucking broom like a fucking simp dork. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, she's like, you didn't have to do that. He goes, I wanted to. And she's like, what'd you think? Said it was fire. She's like, what the fuck do you mean? He goes, fiery. It was great. It was great, you know?
Blech.
And then they start making out.
Yeah.
Which we figured was going to happen, or at least I did. I was like, yeah, okay. So we got to Cassius getting to this big party thrown by Stephen Lift, who was like the CEO of Worry Free. And he gets there, there's all these people.
It's a huge mansion.
This huge mansion. Tons of people. And it's just really fucking awkward.
Decent amount of white people, let's just say that. Rich white people.
And he gets introduced to Stephen Lift, and he's like, you know, this is the man of the hour, Cassius. Like, oh, it's nice to meet you, Mr. Lift. He goes, don't call me Mr. Lift. He goes, okay, Steve. He goes, I didn't say you call me. I didn't say Steve. And he's like, but just before that, his boss that took him there, Cassius extends his hand to Stephen Lift to shake his hand, and he goes, oh, he's safe. He's friendly. And what you called out was, he's like, oh, he's one of the good black ones. It's like, oh, fuck. You can see already. It's like, Jesus Christ. So they hit it off. They start talking, and Steve goes, I'm just fucking with you. Call me whatever you want if you keep closing deals like that.
Yeah.
Basically, you keep doing what you're doing, and I'm going to entertain this like you're good.
Yeah, they all start laughing and talking and drinking and having a wonderful time, and this Lift dude is surrounded by all these beautiful white people, young white people, and he's telling these crazy stories about how he killed a rhinoceros with the
like a high-powered machine gun, and it took 2 mags.
Right, like, and you see this mount, and it's just all patched up.
Stitched together rhinoceros head.
You could tell the head was like blown to bits.
Yeah. And he sees Cassius.
And he's like, you probably have much better stories than I do. I mean, you grew up like, I don't know, everything.
It's like, you were from Oakland, man.
Yeah, basically
Oaktown.
Suggesting he was from the ghetto, and has he ever had to pop any caps, and he probably has a whole bunch of way more interesting stories than any of these people have ever heard. And so Cassius sits, in the middle of everybody on the floor. Mm-hmm. And he's like, well, I've never had to pop a cap in anyone or anything. And the lift dude was like, dude, you gotta be entertaining. This is your moment. Like,
he's like, why not use your regular voice?
Yeah. And he's like, why don't you, I know you know how to rap. And so he starts using his regular voice, and he's trying to convince these people he doesn't rap.
Like, I can listen to it, but I can't rap.
And they are not convinced. They absolutely want him to perform. Rap,
they start chanting,
rap. And it's like, dance, monkey, dance.
Mm-hmm.
And so what does he do? He gets a fucking microphone and tries to rap. He can't come up with any lyrics because it's not natural. What do they want? So he starts saying...
He starts dropping the N-word and following it up by shit, and repeating that in a rhythmic
N-word,
stance.
N-word, shit, N-word, shit, and everyone starts chanting, N-word, shit, and they start losing their fucking mind.
And he's just looking like, oh fuck, okay.
Ugh, yeah.
It's just...
They don't care what he has to say, they just want the racial exploitation of it.
Mm-hmm.
And he somehow makes his way...
Yeah, we cut to be sitting in a chair just drinking alone. You can tell he's been drinking all night, trying to figure out what the fuck is going on.
Probably, the way I see it is because he was not only looked at as a trained monkey, but he was asked to perform, and it was from in front of all these people. Like, that has to be, racially draining from your soul. Mm-hmm. And so him sitting there in that chair is just him being completely drained and feeling awful. Like, I just danced for them.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, they're all fucking in every room possible.
Yeah. As they zoom in on him, we just pass by these white people just fucking... There's a whole orgy going on.
Mm-hmm.
And we see his boss, the other black gentleman that we don't know his name, comes
up, leans down,
and in a normal voice starts telling him, you need to go down the hall.
Mm-hmm.
Take right, left, whatever. Go through the magenta doors. You'll see Steve Lift. He's waiting for you.
He's like, don't do what you do. And he's like, do what? He's like, fuck it up.
Yeah. He's basically telling him, look, I know you feel awful.
Man to man.
But if you want to succeed, you're going to have to continue to sell out.
And
this is an opportunity.
Please. This is everything I have is riding on you.
Yeah.
Man to man. Brother to brother, I know this fucking sucks, but this is what we're dealt. Please just go fucking do it.
Yeah.
And so now he is talking with
Stephen Lift.
Douche Bucket Lift.
Yeah.
Brings out this tiny little saucer, and it's got a ring, a spiral of Coke. And he's just like, yeah, so, by the way, do this Coke.
Yeah, you're with the big boys now.
He's like, okay, fuck it.
So he does it, and that's where we're at now.
So Lift is like, hey, I'm really interested in bringing you in for worry free. You can, you have an open mind. You're also good at keeping your mouth shut. You're good at what you do. We want you in on this. We want someone on the inside. Yeah, we need the workers, but also we need you. You are special. You can help us. And he's like, look, that's super boring. Can we talk about the numbers, the zeros, the digits, the commas?
He's like, I want to talk about the money. And Steve's like, oh, cocky. I like it. Let's do this. And it's just like, oh, this is going to get even worse. This is going to get even worse. It's just this, it's intense, man.
I just noticed. So they're in his office, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does he have a thing for horses? Because he's got apples everywhere. He's got paintings of a horse. He's got one of those...
a carousel horse.
Carousel horse as a lamp.
The plate...
That's a horse right there.
Yeah. The plate has a horse on it that had the Coke that he offered him the Coke on.
Mr. Bobo.
Mr. Bobo. Yeah. So it's like, what the fuck is this obsession with horses, dude? So I don't know if it's just aesthetics or if it's going to play out into something, but We got, 35 minutes left, so we still got some time. Oops. Sorry. I am totally... What am I doing?
Dropping your pants, apparently.
Apparently.
It's an HR violation. You're fired.
Well, anyway, I think we should get back to it. So we're going to do that, and you guys listen to this.
Good evening. It's intermission time. And during the next 10 minutes, we invite you to visit our refreshment stand located in the center of the drive-in.
Hi, folks. I'm Rico.
Oh, Nacho.
He's Peppy.
See?
You can find us at the concession stand in the lobby.
Along with all sorts of other tasty goodies.
See? Rico's Nachos, a refreshingly new and different snack discovery. Chock full of high-quality ingredients, crisp, fresh tortilla chips, covered with creamy aged cheddar cheese, topped off with zesty jalapeno pepper rings. Rico's Nachos, out of sight.
Remember, folks, we're the new star at the snack bar. Rico's Nachos, a new taste treat you can't beat.
See? Rico's Nachos, on sale at the snack bar now.
Oh boy, 15 more minutes, and...
Shit has hit the fan.
So...
Bonkers, batshit crazy.
Stephen Lift is making proposals to Cassius. Cassius is like, hey, I gotta pee first. He's like, no, we're gonna watch this video. He's like, dude, I'm about to piss myself. He goes, fine. Go down the hall, take the jade door. So Cassius goes down the hall, takes what we assume is the jade door.
Bro, they're all green.
They're all green.
Different shades of green.
Barely indistinguishable from the other. So he walks in and there's this whole, weird... Not really a bathroom, but...
It's kind of like an openish bathroom.
Yeah.
And there's only one stall.
One stall, and he hears somebody in there saying, help me. He's like, no, I'm just waiting for you to get finished. He's like, no, you gotta help me. I'm in pain. Opens the door, and it's a fucking horse person.
Yeah, it turns out the douchebag is obsessed with horses and is making horse people.
Yeah. Making horse people because it can replace the labor force by turning people into horses. And what it boils down to is the proposal he gives Cassius is you be the guy on the inside. We turn you into a horse person. You be their Martin Luther King Jr. For 5 years. You get $100 million. Then after that, we'll give you the antidote that'll turn you back.
Yeah, Cassius is immediately freaking out. He's like, this is fucking crazy. He realizes, wait a minute, you had me snort something. What was it that you had me snort? He's freaking out.
Because in this video, it shows them snorting the, activator, which transforms them. And he's like, no, what I gave you was Coke. Calm down. It's like, well, I'm not high. He goes, you're not high because it's adrenaline.
Mm-hmm.
So Cassius is like, it doesn't sleep on it, come back tomorrow. Holla at your boy.
And I have a feeling that the reason he likes Cassius so much is because he's black. And I think he has a thing for black people because it reminds him of horses. Because one of the things that gets noticeably bigger is your nostrils and your dick.
Yeah.
And I'm not trying to be stereotypical. However, coming from a white rich man, that would be his go-to.
Yeah. And he even made a point to tell Cassius, you're going to have a horse cock. Mm-hmm. Cassius is what the fuck? I don't even care. What the fuck?
So I have a feeling he's only transforming black people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when I first saw this, I only saw it, intermittently, so, because I was at work. So I didn't get the details, but that's the vibe I'm getting.
Yeah. So Cassius is freaked out. He's gone to the doctor to see if things are getting weird. He goes to Detroit and asks her to look at his dick to see if it's getting bigger. She's like, no, but what's going on?
Yeah, he even tried to call... Who was it that he was trying to call?
He was trying to call the San Francisco Chronicle to tell them about the horse people.
But because he's so crazy, he sounds like a madman, and the guy thinks he's a prank caller.
Mm-hmm. He just hangs up. And he can't find his cell phone. He got a new one, he tells Detroit, and then she goes, yeah,
well, you sent me a video.
Yeah, she goes, and I didn't watch it because I figured it was some lewd booty call type shit.
It was 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
And he's like, wait, I have to see that video.
And it's the horse people. They got the phone. We're like, help us, help us.
We're in pain. We're hurting. We're hurting.
And you see some worry-free workers marching in, followed by Stephen Lift. And he's like, you need to get them under control right now.
Or I'll turn you into glue.
Yeah. And that's basically where we're at right now.
Yeah. So now he's trying to... He's now off the fence about working with them.
Yeah.
He's like, he's telling Detroit, like, I'm not going to work there anymore. I'm not going to be a power caller. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to be their puppet. I'm not going to be this. And she's like, okay, good. Now we need to figure out how to get the word out.
Yeah. She basically told him, like, you and I are done. Cause,
I mean, despite the fact that we hooked up.
Yeah. She's
By the way,
I hooked up with somebody else last night. And he's like, well, what? And I'm like, y'all were done. So it's perfectly fine for her to go see somebody else, dude.
Mm-hmm.
But she basically called him out, was like, oh, now you see it because something happened to you. Now you understand where we're all coming from.
And he's like, well, yeah, I didn't realize they viewed me as a creature.
Yeah. So we got 20 minutes left. I say we finish it out, come right back, and then we're done.
Power through it.
All right.
Like a true power caller, power baller, shot caller.
Music to the ears of the hungry. The sizzle of a mouth-watering hamburger. Fresh, lean beef, done to a golden brown, couched in a soft bun, and garnished to taste. Man, that's hunger heaven. And you'll feel like you're heaven sent when you get one at our refreshment stand.
And just like that, another movie down.
Yeah.
So, we're to try and run this down quick, so...
Because we want to give details, but also... It was kind of a longer one. Like, it was an hour and a half, so...
Yeah. Yeah, this was almost a 2-hour movie, so... Let's see.
Yeah, I had the wrong time.
No, you're fine. So basically, we talked about how Cassius has come to his senses, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
So what we're seeing is... One thing we neglected to say was that Cassius had gone viral for getting hit in the head with the Coke can.
Mm-hmm.
And they made wigs.
It was even on TV. They were about the Halloween wig. Which is basically just a fro with, like...
An empty can. Like, tied to it. The girl who threw the can ended up becoming the spokesperson for the cola company. It was a whole thing. So he kind of starts to use that to his advantage. As he calls up, I got the shit kicked out of me, to go on there and play the clip that he had of the Equisapiens, as they're called.
Mm-hmm.
And they're like, well, first,
you have to do these horrible things, then we'll play the clip.
He got the shit kicked out of him, literally, and then had to get dunked in shit.
Yeah.
And then they played the clip.
But he's, like, covered in just
covered in
gloopy brown mess. And the more he gets animated, he starts moving his arms, and she kind of, like, winces.
It's starting to come off. So this sort of gets the ball rolling. He's using this viral fame to go around on all these shows and tell about what's going on.
And he's contacting his friends, making his amends, saying, look, I fucked up. I know it. I realize it now. We gotta get back on the horse, so to speak.
Yeah. Because everything he did just boosted worry-free stock, and nobody seemed to care. They're like, well, profit, so...
Mm-hmm.
They form a plan that if they can keep the power callers from getting into the building, they essentially win.
Yeah.
So they get a whole plan. They get the concrete statues from Detroit's art exhibit. They get the football guys in there. And the next day, they form this plan. They stop them. Everybody, the protesters, they started to go through. They stop them.
Because there are so many more people.
Yeah.
It's essentially becoming a riot.
It's becoming a riot. They call in reinforcements of the security team, and they're beating the shit out of people. Cassius runs aside with Detroit because she found a spot, and he's with his friends, and he...
All of a sudden, someone says, hey, Cassius, and he turns and looks, and pah!
Yeah, after he had blown this whistle, we were like, what is this whistle for? Well, he comes to in the back of a van, and... we see chaos through this little slit that he's looking out in the back of this van.
But then we also noticed that it got dark.
Yeah.
It's now dark out.
He's been out for a while. But then this van drives by like it's going to hit people, and you see it stops. It's like, oh shit, just ran into people. Nope. The horsemen have showed up.
Yep.
And they start kicking the shit out of everybody.
Well, out of the bad people.
Yeah, out of the security team who were hitting the protesters. They're just kicking ass. They get Cassius out. They thank him. He's like talking to him, and they're like, "Hey, man, I'm from Oakland."
Yeah, Cassius is like, "Thank you. We are honored to be in your presence." And he's like, "Bro,
I'm from Oakland, man. Speak regular."
What was his name?
My name's Demarius.
And see, I'm telling you, Black. I'm telling you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's like, "Oh, well, thanks for everything. We're fighting the same fight, guys. Yeah, all right."
So then the horse people take off. The next day we see Cassius has given his friend Salvador his old car. He's got himself a new, more practical car. He's moved back to his uncle's house.
Kept his furniture.
Redid the garage. He's back with Detroit. Everything seems to be good until he closes the garage door.
And all of a sudden, oh, that's so weird. Ow, what? Ow.
Has his hands on his face. He looks over at Detroit, pulls his hands away, and
huge nostrils.
He's turning into a horse. And then the last little stinger here that they give us is Steven lives in his home. His phone's ringing. He goes, answers his little video screen.
He's wearing like a little moo-moo. He's clearly exhausted from his crazy night.
Yeah, he's like, what is it? Well, it's Cassius and his fellow Equisapiens who've shown up to kick the shit out of him.
And they do.
They kick the door down, and then we don't see anything else, but presumably they're going there to A, see if the antidote was real, and B, get their pound of flesh out of his ass. And I'm very happy you brought this movie.
Yeah, me too.
This was really good. This was really good.
I was pleasantly surprised.
Yeah. So, real quick, if you had to, would you recommend that anyone listening go see this?
Yes.
Okay.
So much so, I had to make you watch it.
Okay. I always have to ask because there's a difference between getting me to watch something and if you would recommend it to somebody else. I think, this is one anybody can watch.
It's so much fun. So much fun.
Because it starts out, you're like, comedy, and then it's like, wait, what the fuck? You're like, oh, yes. But yeah, really good. I highly recommend you check out Sorry to Bother You.
Destiny is calling.
So we're just going to wrap this up. You guys know where to find the show. Apple Podcasts, YouTube. Go over to skeweredhead.com. You can find it. I said I agreed with you.
I didn't rate it.
Oh.
We didn't rate it.
Back up. What would you give it out of 10?
I would give it 10 horsemen.
Yeah, I think that's good. I'm right there with you. 10.
I mean, it's perfect.
Yeah.
It has rewatchability.
Yeah, this is one I could definitely even just put on in the background and just have it playing. It's one of those that I would constantly have on.
Mm-hmm.
But in a year's time or several months' time, I'd be like, I'm going to put that on again and just sit down and watch it.
It's fun. It's creepy. It's got great social commentary. I love it.
It's solid.
And plus, at every turn, it's like a new chapter of a completely different genre. You're like, what the fuck am I watching now?
Mm-hmm.
My ADHD loves it.
It's definitely way different than I thought it would be.
What did you think it would be?
No, I figured it was just going to be like because the only trailer I saw was like telemarketing, use your white voice to sell it. And I thought, oh, okay, it's going to be something about just code switching in a comedy format and all that. And it starts that way, and then it goes, taking a hard right. It's like, okay, all right. Yeah.
Okay.
Really good. 10 Equisapiens out of 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, as I was saying, you can get Skewered Universe Podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon. You can go to our YouTube. You can head over to skeweredhead.com, get all the information there. We also have a Patreon. Just head over to Patreon, look for Skewered Universe Podcast. You can also go to talesfromthepodcast.com, where you can find out information on my other show, Tales from the Podcast. We got the comic book that's up there, Tales of Shock and Terror, Volumes 1 and 2. There's a video game we have. You can check that out. $10 for the game, $5 more for the in-game cheap bot access. Yeah, that's pretty much it. It's a quick rundown because we're trying to wrap this up because it is super late. Leiann, do you have anything else you want to say to the people?
Suck my horse cock.
Keep enjoying that universe that's just a bit skewered.
True power caller, power baller, shot caller.